I've just gotten out of my car. I'm going to Holiday Island Community Church's opening on the 31st, and I'm wondering what I'm going to see when I get there. So, walk in, and I want to keep in mind that I need to stay 6 feet away from anybody that's in front of me. Just come right here to start, and then kind of keep 6 feet apart from the person that's in front of you. And when you walk in the doors are already going to be open. And you're not going to find any greeters, but you will find people that are going to be there to help usher you to your seat. The old way of sitting where you want to sit is not going to be in practice for a while. We have things all organized, so they'll be taking you down to your seat. And they also will be dismissing us by small groups at the end of the service. So as you walk in, the first thing that's going to greet you is we're going to ask you to go ahead and wash your hands. And you can either use the Purell that's on the table, or you can walk over here to the cart. And on both sides, there's some little dispensers. You just put your hand underneath it, push it up a little bit. Don't take that much. And then kind of wipe your hands down. Be sure that you get anything off of them that might be on. One of the main things that we're trying to do is to get it so that there are no touch points whatsoever for anybody in the church, other than when you sit down at your pew. Okay, so I've walked in, I've stayed 6 feet apart from everybody. I've messed up the carpet. Just do it a little bit. Okay, and then you can either use those, or over here on the wall, you'll find that there's another one over here, right by the sign-in book, which won't be here. Or there's one right over here to the side as well. You can have your choice. That gives you 5 places to be sure that if there are any kind of viruses on your hand, that they are off. Okay, so at about this point, the greeter is going to motion for you to come where he wants you to come. And as you walk into the church, you will notice wherever there's a yellow stripe, that's where people are going to be sitting. And with most of these rows, you'll notice there's, if this is a couple that's sitting here, there'll be one here and one here, one there, one there. The next row, nobody will be sitting in. And then we'll go to the next row. And again, this is designed for 2 couples here, 2 couples down there.
One couple there and one couple there, right?
Oh, yeah, 1 couple here, 1 couple there. Your next pew will have nobody sitting there, so you're going to have more than 6 feet between you. And it just keeps going all the way down until you get to the very, very front. And we won't have anybody sitting in the front pew. And the reason for that is the minister is required to have 12 feet between me and the first person that's up in this area. So I'll be doing the service from where I usually do, but that gives me the 12 feet. So this will be the last pew that we'll put people in. And then particularly for our singles, we'll be putting you in the back rows there where the chairs are, and there'll be about 3 or 4 chairs between you and the person that's next to you. Of course, unless you're sisters or something like that, and then you can sit together. Okay, as you come in, you will notice in here that there will be no hymn books and no Bibles. Again, the big thing we're worried about are touch points, and the only place where we really think there probably needs to be a touch point is when you walk in on your pew. You're probably going to touch right here. And so when the service is over, we will have some people that will be doing the cleaning, and this is the area where they will be cleaning right in here. So again, no hymn books, no Bibles, no name tags. And the governor has asked us to not have anything where people hug or shake hands or anything like that, that we keep the 6 foot of social distance. So that's what we're going to try to do. So we're asking that we don't want anybody to kind of get everybody huddled together. So please try to stay 6 feet behind the person that's coming in. And as you're going out 6 feet that way, we will dismiss you by rows as we're going out. So the usher will come in, and if you're sitting over here, he'll ask you to go out the back door, keeping 6 foot between you and the other person. If you're in this row here, you'll go out the front, and some of the people will go out the side door over by my office over there as well. We are going to try leaving the bathrooms open, but we would ask that not more than maybe 2 people go in at any one time, and we will have some things in there to help disinfect any place that anybody has touched, because again, we feel like the thing that's going to keep us all the safest is the 6 foot apart, and also just having almost no touch points whatsoever. The other thing is when you walk in on the front door, there will be a sign there that asks 4 things. It will ask if you are sick to please not come in, if you've had a temperature over 102 or so, that you not come in, or if you've had any contact within the last 2 weeks of somebody that does have the coronavirus, that you not come in. There will also be a big thing out there saying that masks are required. There are no exceptions to that. Except for the minister when he's preaching. So if you don't have a mask, we have some that we have bought, and they're masks that you can use one time and then throw them away, so those will be available to you. So we want to get your feedback on how you feel, knowing kind of how you're coming in. Also, there won't be any bulletins, but we will have bulletins on the Facebook page that you can print out and bring yourself. Again, we're trying to get away from any touch points other than just the obvious one that we have to make when you get into the pew and grab a hold of it. So we hope that makes you a little more knowledgeable of what's going to happen, makes you feel secure for coming. If you have any questions, please either call myself or email me or Greg Moore. Also, we will be opening the doors of the church at about 20 minutes before we start the service, rather than have everybody in here. We're going to just try to get everybody in and out as safely as we can. So we hope that makes you feel comfortable, and look forward to hearing from you about how you're feeling.